Let's now speak about Bruno Guimarães and Arsenal, possibly one of the most interesting stories that we need to talk about and maybe will happen in next days.
Maybe next hours also this one.
Okay.
They're just waiting from Bruno Guimarães' camp to get a call from Arsenal in Newcastle and to say, okay, you can travel for medical test and contract signing. Basically, this is what they're waiting for. The deal has been at the final stages for days now, just waiting for the final agreement between Arsenal and Newcastle on the payment terms, around £75 million. So this should be the transfer fee for Bruno Guimarães to Arsenal. Again, it's really imminent. It's really close. Bruno has an agreement with Arsenal already since weeks ago. Bruno is only waiting for this call. Could be any moment, maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow, we will see. Any moment we will be ready to jump on board with a here we go, but the deal is really at the final stages and Bruno Guimarães is fully expected to be the next big top signing for Arsenal with Mikel Arteta. I'm sure he will be very, very happy because he's a player he wanted for a long time. This summer was indicated by Arteta himself as a top target in the internal discussions also with the director Andrea Berta, and so Bruno Guimarães is expected to be the next bomba in midfield for
the big transfer story from today, away from Mohamed Salah on his way to Trabzonspor for a free, is Bruno Guimarães. That saga been bubbling on all summer. The Brazilian had just joined up Newcastle in La Manga, Spain for their pre-season training camp, but now TalkSport understands he's flying over to do a medical with Arsenal. Arsenal and Newcastle close to agreeing a fee around £80 million, and this morning on the breakfast show, Gabby Agbonlor gave his thoughts on the midfielder's value to Arsenal.
If they bring in Bruno Guimarães, I think that's enough to go again and win the Premier League anyway. Even without him, it's going to make them stronger. And I think he's a fantastic player. I don't think he should be the same fee as Tonali because of the age difference. I mean, 3 years older than Tonali. So you look at him, no sell-on value for Arsenal if they sign him. So I think 75, 80 is about right.
There you go. Gabby Agbonlor agreeing with the fee, agreeing with the signing. I mean, can Arsenal cope without signing someone like Bruno Guimarães? You see the minutes in Declan Rice's legs, putting a shift in for England, but he's got these neural pains, these injuries with his hamstring, his lower back. I mean, he's played so many games to get Arsenal over the line, and then he plays for England even though he's not fully fit. You've seen Bukayo Saka not even featuring that semi-final, absolute criminal for me. But do you think Arsenal, if they didn't make a signing like this, could still win the Premier League next season?
Well, the point of the matter is, are they going to relax now they've won the league? And that'll be the manager's worry. And obviously when you play for a big club, you automatically think, right, we've won the league, we are the best. And sometimes complacency they wear it. So someone walks in the dressing room like Guimarães, and you've got Odegaard thinking, has he come to replace me? Declan Rice going, where's he going to play?
Yeah.
Zubimendi, where's he going to play?
Yeah.
Is it my shirt?
Miles Lewis-Skelly, who ended the season brilliantly.
Eze.
Exactly.
So all of a sudden, the training goes up a notch, and the players are going right, looking over the shoulder. And that's what big Alex Ferguson used to do that. Bill Shankly used to do that. They sign a big hitter, no matter how they're doing, they'll sign a big hitter who walks in and he makes everybody go, oh, he's coming to replace me. I better pull my finger out.
Do you think that Dec can play alongside Bruno? Like, are you worried about Declan Rice not playing a full season, essentially?
Well, I mean, don't call me old school, but you got 5 subs now. You do well to finish a game as a footballer. Like, if you look at, I don't know, I remember seeing something about Rashford. The season before last, he only completed 16, 90 minutes. You get dragged off. Especially the forward players, they get dragged off. They've got a squad that's set up now that they're going to win everything. We're going to try and win everything. So when Rice is not playing, we've got 2 world beaters in the middle of midfield. When Rice plays, he'll play next week. So they've have all the bad eggs. There's not one player with a bad attitude. You don't see anybody. So and normally you do get a few. Pep just gets you out of the club. You start complaining you're not playing. Well, why have you brought me off? Why am I not starting? He gets you out the club.
Yeah.
Trossard looks like he can't accept being sub. He'd had enough of being sub. Off you go then. Out the door.
Do you reckon Bruno will ever struggle with that? I.e., do you think he's going to be a starter? Because I can't see a world where if you get Bruno in and Declan Rice is fit, that they're not your starting centre midfielders.
Yeah, and I think like Zubimendi will be looking and thinking, how long am I going to, I've got to fight for my place, but how long am I going to give it here? If I'm not playing, I'm getting, how old is he? Zubimendi. He's getting on a bit.
But he didn't even finish the season last season because it was Miles Lewis-Skelly. Even in that Champions League final, Arteta trusted him. So he's already got competition. Not even, this is before Bruno's come in. But that surely is going to be the starting ferocious. Both technically gifted as well.
They're all good.
They can both score, both assist, but they give it 100% all the time. And in terms of defending a title, we've seen how bad it can get for Liverpool. We saw that last season, one of the most limp-wristed title defences I've ever seen. But with a central midfield like Bruno and Declan Rice, I can't help but, for me, that is the best central midfield pairing in the Premier League next season.
By the way, you've got Havertz, who's now all of a sudden become a striker. He's a midfield player by his trade.
He can play number 10 easily.
Jesus is like a number 10, really. Don't score enough goals to be talked as a world-class striker, but I think he's a great player, Jesus. Just don't score enough goals. But as for linking everybody up, the best, you got Saka on one side. Is Martinelli gone?
No, Martinelli's
still there.
Yeah.
So Martinelli's like lightning, quick. And I spoke to Steve Round, who was Arteta's assistant. I played golf with him. And he said to me, I think Martinelli's going to be a superstar. He's that quick that if he gets some self-belief, he'll go on and on and on. He hasn't since.
Well, we'll see.
But he's done well.
What is the best central midfield pairing in Premier League history? Got a text earlier on saying Dwight York and Andy Cole. That was from John and Josh, who've just been to the racing at Bangor. Thanks for texting in, boys, but we're looking for midfielders. Now, for me, the best midfield duo in Premier League history, without a shadow of a doubt, is Roy Keane and Paul Scholes. For me, that is the best. That era of football is the most entertaining football I've ever seen. We've seen amazing sides since, whether it's Klopp's Liverpool, Pep Guardiola's, 7 Premier Leagues together, 4 FA Cups and 1 Champions League. Nobody can tell me different that is not the best Premier League midfield duo we've ever seen in history. Yeah.
2 Olympic athletes who could play, tackle, run and score.
Yeah.
The pair of them could score. And things have changed slightly.
Yeah, the game's changed.
Because they used to play as a pair.
Yeah.
So they would pivot. One goes forward, one stays behind the other one.
Yeah.
I'll stay here. The other one goes forward, I'll stay here. And they take it in turns to do it. You work together. Now there's 3 in midfield, isn't there? There's sort of...
Yeah, it's difficult
De
to say.
Bruyne
You look at the
playing
list.
off Haaland.
Who do you put De Bruyne with? Is it Kevin De Bruyne and Rodri? Is it Kevin De Bruyne and Fernandinho? Do you know what I mean? Is it Yaya Toure?
Gundogan is my favourite player to watch. And, actually, his feet, his ball striking, he'd be like the Tiger Woods of football. Him and Gerrard, ball strikers. They kick the ball differently.
Well, Gerrard and Xabi Alonso. That was an unbelievable midfield pairing.
There's another pair.
Yeah.
Well, look, Patrick Vieira.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Petit.
There with it. Was that?